Welcome to this week's episode of Let's Keep It Real. I'm your host, Alvina Ryan, and today we're featuring Donna Ambrose. Say hi, girl.
Hey, everybody. So good to see you, Alvina.
Oh, great to see you. I haven't seen you in so long.
Ages since I've last been in Montreal. That was 100 years ago.
Exactly. But we're so happy that you decided to be part of this project and that today we're featuring you on the show. So just for the purpose of the audience, Let's Keep It Real, Meet the Authors is all about this book, I Pray on Purpose Because, and each week we bring you a new author highlighting their piece that they wrote in this book. And this week, as we said before, is Donna Ambrose. But before we get to her piece in the book, we want to know a little bit about her. So, as is customary on this show, we always start with power words. We're here to empower people. And Donna, you have 5 letters in your name, D-O-N-N-A. Can you please give us some power words using the letter of your name?
Letters of my name. So Donna, D. I would say my power word for D would be determined.
Oh.
I am pretty, if I set my mind to something and I want to get it done, it doesn't matter how long it takes, I'll get it done, right?
Amen.
So yeah, determined's good. It's not like, it's interesting. I'll say oneness. Like when I was at university, people would always call me the harmonizer. Like I kind of just like put things together. So I kind of, oneness is not a word, or maybe it is, I don't know. So I'd say oneness. Pulling things together, putting things together, making it cohesive, and oneness from that perspective. And natural. I think natural is a power word. I just, I like being me. I like being natural. I just like physically, mentally, emotionally, I just show up. I just like being natural. And the other end, and there's certain things in my life that are completely non-negotiable. So that's my power word for that second end, non-negotiable. Like, I mean, when it comes to my health, for example, non-negotiable, when I sleep, what I put in my body, non-negotiable. I should go for a walk. Like, why not? It's non-negotiable. Just do the things you know that you ought to do, right? So even relationship, there are a lot of things that are non-negotiable. Like I don't do toxic relationships. I don't do any of those things that's not empowering me. Ain't nobody got time for that. So non-negotiable and ambitious. Yeah, I want to, in a sense where you always want to be learning. I want to be learning something, and I can set another goal and aim for it. Pretty ambitious. Just always out there. So that's D-O-N-N-A.
Excellent. I love those words. And I'm going to steal one from you, the N, because I have an N in my name, the non-negotiable part. I love that. I even love the natural, but my A is for authentic. So I think that combines it too. But really, I love all your words, but that one, I'm sorry, Donna, I'm stealing it from you. Thank you for inspiring me to put that into my why. So thank you so much.
Go ahead. Sure.
So, on a serious note, we want to know about who you are. I know you're an acupuncturist and you do a lot of things in the healing arts. Can you explain a little bit about what you do on an everyday basis and how you go about helping people?
On an everyday basis. Oh, well, firstly, who I am is a woman of God.
Amen.
That's non-negotiable.
Amen.
I'm a woman of God. I'm a daughter of God. I'm a child of God. That's who I am. What I do is, bring about healing to people through food, nutrition, realigning their energy. So I'm in a unique position. I marry Eastern medicine with Western medicine. So I did alternative medicine, and my specialty is in Chinese medicine. I was trained in China, and so it would be a typical day would be maybe 95% of the people that I see, unfortunately, something has already happened, to their health. It's gone south and they've gotten a diagnosis of some sort and they want to fix it naturally. They know, okay, the doctor says this is this and this is the prognosis and I don't want to do that. So they come to our clinic. And so what can you do for us? And so whatever it is, it could be lifestyle changes, it could be nutrition, it could be acupuncture, any manner of things. It could be prayer, depending. And so we go about fixing them. The unique perspective is that Eastern nutrition has no calories in there. It's like no calories. It's like, what's the energy of the food? What is this food doing to your body right now? Like, what energetically? How is it? So that it's a hard concept to get in Western medicine because food doesn't have energy. But so, for example, we know that we all like, if you have a West Indian background, you probably like ginger beer, let's say, right? So if you made ginger beer and you made it into a slushy and you put it into the freezer, the temperature of that ginger beer is cold, but the energy of ginger is hot, right? So when you ingest it, initially it's cold, it could cool you down, but internally, once it's broken down into its components, it's hot. And so if you have a condition that is hot in your body, maybe any of the itises that are hot, arthritis, whatever the itis is, whatever the condition is, if it's hot, you would not want to ingest something hot, let's say. It would exacerbate it, right? So we go about and I look at their foods and their menus and I make them write down what they eat and what they're drinking and what they're doing and what they're every day. And I look at that and I analyze it and see if that, what they're doing is exacerbating their condition. And then we just go about changing it. It's a beautiful thing and I absolutely love it.
That sounds incredible. I think you're going to get a lot of people interested more about who Donna Ambrose is and what you do.
Fascinating.
And alternative medicine is the way. If you don't know how to contact people who know these alternative techniques, I encourage you to start looking up different techniques to help heal your body. So that was great. Thank you for sharing. So if you don't mind, we would love to have you read your piece. Donna's piece, as I said before, is the first piece in this book. And her piece is on page 12. And it says, I pray on purpose because of my season for waiting for God, a time for everything. Donna?
Right. I pray on purpose, my season of waiting on God, a time for everything. There's a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. That's Ecclesiastes 3:1. Another version says, to everything there's a season and a time, to every purpose under the heaven. So I started off writing a letter to our Father. Dear Father, I know that every season of my life has a purpose, and it is necessary to help me grow. But Father, come on, I'm losing it. I know it's not permanent, and I know that my time in this season is determined by my attitude, and I know, but I've had to adjust my attitude so many times, and I know all about that. But what I need for you now is for you to speak into my spirit. I need you to tell me what to do now. Teach me again how to wait. I know, Lord, you've taught me many times before, but you know how I get sometimes. Sometimes I just need many lessons over and over again, and this is just one of those times. Father, I know that life comes in waves, but sometimes I just feel like this wave is just too long, it's too big, it's too strong for me right now. Maybe another time would have been better. Maybe another time would have been okay. But I'm so tired. I'm so tired of this. Oh, sorry. Sorry, forgive me. I know that you're teaching me to wait on you. I'm sorry, Lord. I know your purpose and I know your plans for me. I know that they're grand and they're really grand. But what I didn't anticipate is how disappointed I'll be. How disappointed in circumstances, the unfairness of life, my past decisions, disappointed in, the list can just go on. But did I misread the signs though? I thought that you agreed that now is my time. Like now is my time. Not was my time, but now is my time. Where did I go wrong? How can I be in your perfect will? Because of that, I am sure. I'm sure I'm in your perfect will. And not be in your timing. What did I miss? Did I miss something? How can I be syncopated? How can I be synchronized with you, Lord? How? I know. You said to wait. I will wait on you. My child, I know the plans I have for you. I have plans to prosper you and to give you a future. I know, I can hear you say that in my spirit. So Father, guess what? Okay, I choose to claim your promise. I choose to speak life into my situation. You said that you will always be with me. You said that you will never leave me. You said that I should not let my heart be troubled. And guess what? I believe you. I also know that the plans that you have for me, and I know from experience that you're all the world to me. So, while I'm waiting, I want to dwell in your secret place. I want to use this time to heal. I want to heal my shattered dreams. I want to heal my broken heart. I want to heal my broken spirit. I want to heal my soul. I want to heal my mind. I want to change my thinking. I want to restore my hope. Okay, Lord. I will quiet my spirit for a minute, Lord. Okay, all right, okay, yes. I'm breathing. Thank you for such peace. I did not know that this was possible. I choose you always, Lord. I choose to be malleable, Father. I choose to be putty in your skillful hands. In other words, I surrender. Huh? Yeah, completely. I murmur no more, Lord. I praise you more, Lord. I accept your promises, Lord. I come to you recognizing that I have come to the end of my rope, and I acknowledge that your timing is not my timing. Your timing is perfect. In you I breathe, in you I move, in you I have my being, Lord. I submit my dreams. I like this feeling. I feel good. Thank you for this opportunity that you've provided to always come and talk to you. Oh, Father, you're so wonderful. You love me so much. I wait on you, Lord. You are my all in all. I love you. Amen.
Amen. Amen. I love you. And sometimes we forget to tell the Father that we love him. And this is so important in this piece. So, what inspired you to write this piece and to write it like this?
I'm always arguing with God. I don't know if anybody else does that. I was like, come on. I was embarking on the project that I had been trying to do for years and years and years and going back and forth. And I thought I got the perfect timing from the Lord. Yes, yes, it's now. Do your thing. And I had to move lots of pieces around in this puzzle of life, this maze we call life, to actually start and embark on this project. And I got there, and it wasn't going like I thought it should. So I was questioning, of course. I was arguing with him like I often do, and then I apologize at the end. And I say, "Yeah, I know you really love me. I love you too, but I don't get it." So I was just this day. I was so overwhelmed. I'm like, "Come on, just talk to me. Tell me something." So I started off by fretting, as you can see, and not knowing and questioning. And then I said, "Look, okay, come on, this is the deal. I don't even have the energy to do that. I just surrender. Like, whatever, just whatever. I just surrender to you." And so because we have this dialogue where we're talking back and forth, I talk to him like I would a friend, right? So I just wrote it in a letter form. I said, "Okay, well, yeah, let me tell you what I'm feeling. You know it anyways, but oh, by the way, let me thank you too. And let me tell you that I love you, and I know everything will be all right." So, yeah.
And that's it. We're supposed to talk to God like a friend, just if we're wrestling with something, we tell him. If we're happy about something, we tell him. It's an everyday thing. It's a habit, actually. So thank you for writing that piece.
You are welcome. Thank you. It moved me, and I had written it, and I hadn't looked at it, and then when I looked at it again, I'm like, oh, you were really arguing. I was like, oh, you're really vulnerable. You put that out there? But yeah, there's strength in vulnerability, right?
So if I were to ask you, after this, would you like to leave a legacy, or what would your living legacy like? What would you like it to be? What would you answer?
I love the fact that you put the word living in there, because you don't know what your legacy would be when you're gone, right? You can have the best plans and you don't know. But my living legacy, living legacy would be that I want to be one of service. I just want to serve. I am here to serve. It comes naturally to me. I say, okay, Lord, of course, it comes from this sense of arguing as well. And, over the years, I'm like, really? That's it? You want me to do that? All right. So, and it gets to the point where it's just so natural. It's just so, it's easy. It's part of who I am. And so because of that, you can sometimes serve in the wrong capacity. So I want to not only serve, but I want to serve in the purpose of what God intended me to serve in. Just be of service to others in what He wants me to do. So be on purpose. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. Thank you so much for sharing that. So, last but not least, how are they going to find you?
Oh, right. My website is the quickest way. You can go to www.ambrose, AMBROSE, wellness, WELLNESS, ambrosewellness.com.
So www.ambrosewellness.com. Thank you so much, Donna, for being part of this episode, for being a healthy person who lives naturally, who is determined and ambitious. Thank you for being you. So, thank you. So this wraps up another episode of Let's Keep It Real. Meet the authors. REIL stands for Relevant, Empower, Inspire, and Legacy. I'm going to see all you PWs next week. Thank you. Goodbye.
Time for the real.